personally thankful to them for helping us out. Ladies and gentlemen, we are graced by the honor of Pakistan's new ambassador to the United States, His Excellency Mr. Rizwan Saeed Sheikh. Please give a very warm welcome to him. Ambassador is here in California on his maiden visit, and he had a very heavy-packed agenda with a lot of engagements in the tech sector, in non-tech sector, in different universities, Berkeley, Stanford, and an engagement with the community during the last 4 days. And this is, of course, a peak and hallmark of his tour to California. We are also grateful to the State Department and representative of the State Department who is also present here. Special thanks to those who have traveled from far away from Pakistan, different companies, entrepreneurs, investors, and friends who have joined this effort. Ladies and gentlemen, we will start with the recitation from the Holy Quran, and I will request my team members to play some verses from the Holy Quran. Thank you.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Jazakallah. Ladies and gentlemen, we will start with the national anthems of Pakistan and the United States. I will request you to please rise first for the national anthem of Pakistan and keep standing, and then we will play the national anthem of the United States of America. Please. those who don't know me, my name is Asim Ali Khan. I'm the Consul General of Pakistan based in Los Angeles, and I'm your Master of Ceremonies for today's proceedings. Some housekeeping announcements before we move to the substantive agenda of the conference. I'll request everyone to please keep your mobile phones on silent mode. There is an overflow room because we were over-prescribed, over-registered. There will be live broadcast and telecast. There is a web link for live broadcast of this entire conference that's available. You can ask the organizers at the registration desk if somebody wants to join online who's not there. There will be a lunch break, but I'll quickly move to the agenda. But before I move to the agenda, let me also thank the Stanford University for providing us this prestigious venue for this inaugural conference. And I'm also grateful to the members of the media who are present here, who have traveled from far off distances to cover this conference. So now coming to the agenda of the conference, I'll request the ambassador after that for the keynote address, and the Minister for IT and Telecom of Pakistan will make a statement online from Pakistan, from Islamabad. And after that inaugural session, we will move to the panel discussion on the success stories of tech opportunities in Pakistan. After that, there are two very important sessions which are the core of this conference, the projects. This conference, we try to design it in a different way, not only just a talk shop or just panel discussion, but to present real projects and success stories who have done something in Pakistan, either want to do in Pakistan or who in the pipeline, and their initiatives. So there are a couple of them, so please brace up, stand ready. For two project sessions, there are 10 projects that will be presented in two sequences. In the pre-lunch session, there will be 5 projects and 5 presenters, and companies will present their projects, and there will be lunch break, and after that, in the post-lunch session, there will be 5 more projects. And after that, we have 11 Pakistani startups here, and the CEO of Pakistan Software Export Board, Mr. Abubakar, traveled all the way from Islamabad. He's leading that delegation. They will make their startup pitch. There will be a short networking session after that because we are a little bit behind of time. So a few housekeeping announcements. I'll request all the presenters to please stick to the time allocated to them. We are running a little bit behind time. And after that, may I now request, ladies and gentlemen, please warmly welcome the Ambassador of Pakistan to the United States, Mr. Rizwan Saeed Sheikh, for his inaugural address and for formally inaugurating the conference. Please.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. And good morning to all. And thank you, Asim. Well, I have been handed over a prepared text by my team, which is a real good one. I will certainly be picking points from it, but I would want to primarily talk to you directly. Well, this inaugural session today and this conference overall is perhaps in some way a pioneering act in the Silicon Valley when it comes to Pakistan's IT endeavor. It is the product of a hard labor. Asim has already referred to it, but we have been working on this project even before I was designated as Pakistan's ambassador to the United States. So this labor has been going on for a while. Now, it's just a beginning. It's not a one-off event. It's not something that will start and end today, but it's a kind of movement, a campaign that we are only initiating with a view to realizing and capitalizing on the enormity of potential that Pakistan carries when it comes to as futuristic a subject and as futuristic a domain and discipline as the information technology. Most of the people sitting here, I believe, know a thing or two about Pakistan. But being the principal marketing agent in this land, let me give you a few basic statistics. We are a mega country that, in geographical terms, straddles South and Central Asia. It's a particularly strategic location, as you might have noticed, those who have been Pakistan watchers, so as to say, or who have followed Pakistan, and certainly those who come from Pakistan have their ancestral linkage with Pakistan, that this location has kept us at the center stage of international politics for the past 7.5 decades. So it is a geopolitical significance that we have. But we also realize that even before these 77 years of independent existence as a nation state on the world map, our land was always a trade route. It had an economic significance. What was termed as United India, including what is now Pakistan before partition, contributed to 33% of the world's GDP before the industrial age, and that's why we were colonized. So that was one reason, that's the historical significance that we carry. And secondly, we are, in terms of civilizational significance, the oldest people on earth. In Pakistan, we have places like Mohenjo-daro, Harappa, Mehergarh in Balochistan. Mohenjo-daro is in Sindh, Harappa is in Punjab. And only 40 kilometers from Islamabad, when we shifted capital from Karachi to Islamabad, it was not known, but now it's known, that we have remains of Paleolithic age. So we are the oldest people on earth. And that lends a kind of maturity and resilience to our genetic code in terms of adaptability, in terms of learning, in terms of moving in tandem with the call of civilization or the march of civilization. And in the march of civilization, IT is the new title. In the knowledge-intensive societies of future, Pakistan, not just with a population of 250 million, but with a youthful segment of over 65% being below the age of 35. And doesn't stop here. The median age that we have as a nation is 22 years. So it's a promise of a demographic dividend that we carry not only for ourselves, but for the world at large. And in this cohort of 22 median age, there are people right now, 500,000 strong labor force, tech savvy, tech qualified, IT graduates, ready to move into the global linkages, the global IT landscape. What's more is that being such a large economy, a developing country, of course, but with highly developed minds, We are basically a cost competitive and quality competitive merchandise on offer when it comes to IT. And this place, this Silicon Valley, where we are now situated, all of us gathered here today, is the hub of IT anywhere in the world, anywhere in the world. And given the fact that Pakistan's IT exposure to United States is no less than 62% and certainly ascendant, this is the place where we feel that we have the largest opportunity, but the opportunity is not a one-way traffic or not a single road. It's a double road with movement both ways. So Pakistan offers mutually beneficial, mutually rewarding, mutually profitable opportunities for IT collaboration going forward. Today, in this event, what we intend to do is showcase our IT potential. Given the limited time, a one-day event, there is only so much of showcasing that can be done, so it has a microcosmic significance. But you would find that in this element of showcasing some very good projects, which I would attribute a title of a bit of show off as well. You would see projects with IT, not just the IT significance, but AI content. And that's being done in Pakistan. Some of the people sitting here that I have been talking to and I already know of from my previous contact in life, they know that Pakistan is not just an outsourcing destination which is cost competitive, which is quality competitive. We can also offer products. We can offer products. Our products have had significance. At least one of the products that would be presented, I can tell you, in GITEX 2021, this fintech product beat 600 companies from all around the world to win the GITEX fintech competition. So we just not have a capable cohort in IT, we have some stellar content. People who have not just performed around the world, they have outperformed around the world. They have outstripped the pace that the world is moving in the direction of. So, just to let you know that as Asim has briefly mentioned and as the event unfolds, it is not just a kind of a series or a litany of statements that we are going to make. Actual projects that pertain to Pakistan, that have a foothold in Pakistan, will be presented. And in presenting these projects, what we seek today from this hub of IT is not just kind of capital in financial terms. We want capital in every connotation that it represents. We have a potential which at certain levels is raw, pure raw talent that needs a bit of polishing, a bit of guidance. That's what we seek from this land, the Silicon Valley. Join us, afford us a bit of mentorship, some technological guidance, some innovative sense that can be brought into the equation that is going to be highly productive for all of us, I can promise you. And it will be a win-win proposition for future. Another element, and it would also unfold, perhaps it would be mentioned, if not by anybody else, by Naveed Sherwani sir here during his panel, that there is a bit of triangulation that we are trying to create. In terms of Pakistan affording the human capital part of it, we are resource rich in human capital. 250 million people, 2.55% population growth rate, stand to be the largest Muslim nation state in the world by 2030, things like that. But then we last year, based on our IT potential, signed a Pak-Saudi digital corridor agreement, a digital connect agreement with Saudi Arabia. So the capital can also be afforded from that part of the world. And this is a duo. Now, if we create a triangle and triangulate this proposition with Silicon Valley, United States at large, affording the technical part, again, it's not just a win-win, it is, the best of the best that we can create. So these are basically thoughts, ideas, propositions, and I believe value propositions that stand to be elaborated in subsequent segments and sessions throughout the day that I bring to you. But the basic thing is that Pakistan is there. We are a beautiful land. Come and visit Pakistan. Don't go for the media portrayals. Just visit our land. We are perhaps the most hospitable, warm people on the face of this earth. We are a resilient nation. We are a beautiful country. Come to Pakistan. We are not just cost competitive, we are quality competitive. So I invite you not only to profit from the promise of Pakistan, from the potential of Pakistan, but I can guarantee you that if you come for the cost, you will stay for the quality. Thank you.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we will now have a statement from the Minister of State for IT and Telecom of Pakistan, Honorable Ms. Shaza Fatima Khawaja. She's a core member of Prime Minister's Economic Team. She's also a member of Pakistan's National Assembly, a graduate of NAMS. Ms. Khawaja is currently leading country's digitization and e-governance plan. Being the Minister of State for IT and Telecom, she is also leading country's IT export growth plan to reach the mark of $25 billion. So I'll request my team to please bring Mr. Khawaja. Madam, please.
Thank you so much, Ambassador Rizwan Saeed, as in there, including our CEO of Pakistan Software Export Board and Worker. A very good morning to all of you and Assalamu Alaikum. I would like to, first of all, thank all of you who are present here, who've taken time out to be here for an event based solely for Pakistan and its tech industry. And I would like to congratulate Ambassador, the Consul General, and everyone who's been a part of the team who's arranged this day. I'm not going to repeat everything that Rizwan Saab has already spoken about. I'm going to quickly jump on, in the interest of time, on what Pakistan's, at this point in time, first, what the macroeconomy looks like and how it has significantly improved over the last couple of years, and the economic stability that has come to Pakistan. So whether it's inflation that has down from almost close to 40% to a 6.9%. Policy rate, which has come down from 22% to 15%. Foreign reserves, all-time high. Stock market. If we look at